Today we're going to take a look at how I managed to get 5 diamonds, a troll, and a rare within a 2-hour stream. And in order to do this, we're going to have to jump into multiplayer, because that is how I did all of this, was just hopping from Vurhonga server to Vurhonga server. And then we also jumped over to, I believe, a Rancho server, as well as some of our own servers as well, like Silver Ridge Peaks, and I believe we also jumped on our own Vurhonga. But the main thing that we're going to focus on today is just kind of showing you guys exactly what you need to do in order to be able to potentially have moments like this as well, because I know a lot of people have been curious about what the best places are to hunt and stuff like that, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at a few of my favorite Vurhonga hotspots today, because that is where I got a lot of these trophies from. And the first hotspot that we're going to take a look at is actually the COTW hotspot, and this has been shown off in Mel's Gaming's video, so if you haven't already, go check out her video on it. She did a great job with it and got a lot of really cool COTW trophies. But in order to get this zone to be the best that it could possibly be, you need to find a server between the hours of 10 and 14. I like to go into ones that are around 11 or 12. We'll go to this one, it's 12:41, and then we will head down to the spot, and I'll kind of show you guys what to look for. So once you have joined a server between the hours of 10 and 14, what you're going to want to do is come down here to this outpost near the Fever Tree Forest and just run north-northeast. You will find a very large group of COTW resting about around here. And oh my gosh, it is honestly just incredible how many of them are there. Let's run up this way and then we'll start pushing them out. As you can see, we can already spot them. And yeah, that is already a decent amount of COTW, and we've barely even moved up there. Now, I like to kind of move a little bit farther east, that way that when I push them out, they'll all go straight into the field that I like to hunt them in, because they do have a chance of veering off to the left or the right, and obviously that's not going to be ideal if you're trying to push them into the field so that you can see them all. So we're going to try and get over to about here and then start pushing them north from us. And obviously, if you would rather not spook them into the fields, you can just kind of sneak around here and try to spot as many of them as possible, but I've found the best success just pushing them out into the fields, and as you can see, that is a lot of COTW. You guys can probably understand how I was able to get 5 diamonds in a 2-hour live stream now, because yeah, this is a lot of COTW. It's quite a few of them. But it wasn't just COTW that I've been finding at this location. I've found quite a bit of other stuff as well, which has honestly surprised me. I feel like this is just an area people don't hunt that often, so there ends up being a lot of good trophies here. And almost every multiplayer session I go into, there has never been anybody searching this zone, so it is a pretty reliable one, and with a lot of new players playing Call of the Wild right now, you will quite commonly get Vurhonga servers where the map is basically fresh and never been hunted, so it's a great place to go, at least as of now. I'm sure by the time this video's been up for a few weeks or a few months, it'll probably not be quite as good because more people will have discovered it, but it's pretty incredible right now. And basically, we just keep pushing them up into these fields directly north of us, and yeah, once we get a little higher ground, we'll take a look at all of them. So now that we have kind of got into an area where we can see most of this field right here on the map for any of you that are curious, what we're going to do now is just kind of scan all of the COTW out in the fields and see if there's anything worth shooting. As you can see, most of them have moved over in this area. Occasionally you will get a few to just randomly start bedding up there, but usually most of them will come back, and that gives you enough time to spot them before they get back to their zone. Now, unfortunately, on this server, there doesn't appear to be anything really worth taking down, but, I mean, you guys can clearly see just how good this area is and why it's been a pretty good go-to area for a lot of people that have been hunting the COTW. There's just so many of them, and I've found 2 or 3 diamonds that were not COTW doing this as well. They will be coming in future videos, but a lot of times when I push stuff up here, I'll have warthogs, jackal, gemsbok, other species like that also out in these fields, depending on the time of day, and sometimes you can end up finding some good ones of those species too. Before we go any farther in this video, I did want to real quickly mention that your results may vary a little bit depending on how you're hunting. Obviously, everybody's luck is going to be a little bit different, but in general, if you follow these hotspots and don't really check anything else on the server and just check the hotspots, there's a good chance that you will be able to achieve equal or similar success to what I did during that 2-hour live stream. Now, this is going to be the second location we're taking a look at. This is the Gemsbach hotspot. This is just an insane drink zone for them. As you can see, there's quite a few Gemsbach, and that is actually a really big one right there. You know, that has a chance at being a diamond, and I think that might be a 5 right there. No, that's a 4. All right, well, that one right there has a chance at being a diamond, so we're actually going to go ahead and take that thing out. That might have been high, but I think we're good. I think the shot was good. Oh my gosh, that's a big one too. Let's get that one down as well. So we got 2 really nice Gemsbach already. This is a very good showcase of exactly what I'm talking about, though. Sometimes these hotspots can just be insane. And this one is right down here, very close to where the Kudu hotspot is. This is the Gemsbach hotspot. They drink from 4 to 8, and if you come here during that time, you will find so many Gemsbach. This lake is just always absolutely filled with them. And then after their drink time ends, they start moving up into these fields around these feed zones, and you'll be able to find the same amount of them in those fields. So it's really a great spot at most times of day, but it's easiest to do it during their drink time because they're all clustered up into one group over here. And as you can see, they do also drink on the opposite end of the lake. There's typically not quite as many of them over here, but they do drink there as well. I typically just focus this one mainly though, because it's the most consistent, but obviously as you go over here to claim these, you can always look back and see if there's any good ones where you just came from. There is our first of the 2 Gemsbach we just downed. I can't tell, I think this is the bigger horn, so this has a chance at making it. It is just a gold, unfortunately. 322, but that's a big Gemsbach regardless. Let's go see if we can find that other one. I'm hoping it will be a little bit bigger. I have a terrible time determining whether or not it's the big or the small horns for these level 4 Gemsbach, but I guess we will have to find out soon. And another thing I probably should mention, if you're newer to Call of the Wild, you may not know this. For Gemsbach, it's typically the females that make diamonds, and it's typically the level 4 females. Occasionally, you will find a level 5 female, and those are almost always a max score. But in general, level 4 female Gemsbach are going to be the most common ones to make diamond. Level 5 males tend to troll like 90% of the time, so they're not nearly as reliable as the female ones are. But this is our second one. I don't know, maybe that's a diamond. And it's a diamond, 34150. So this is a very good example of exactly what I was talking about. We just got our first diamond, and I've been recording for 19 minutes. So if that's not proof in the pudding, I don't know what is. And honestly, that's a pretty good looking one. I definitely like that. 341.50. It's not a huge diamond, but it is a diamond nonetheless. Now, another really good hotspot here on Vurhonga Savannah is actually right here near this lookout point. You can spawn in at this lodge right here and then just run over here. And it's a very, very consistent spot for Cape Buffalo. Now, this one I am showing it in single player instead of multiplayer, but it's going to be the same in multiplayer for the most part. If you join between the hours of 12 and 16:30, there's a very good chance that you will have a ton of Cape Buffalo feeding up here. Now, the one thing about this location is that they're not always in the open. There are times where they will be kind of like down this hill in the surrounding area, but a lot of times you will find this, which is just insane. As you can see, that is a lot of Cape Buffalo, and this is actually where we ended up getting one of those well, this is where we ended up getting the troll. So yeah, we will show that later in the video. As I was saying, we'll get to all of that in a good time, but I wanted to show off all these hotspots first because they are honestly incredible, and it's helped me get so many diamonds and rares in the past. It's just truly an incredible spot. And what I would typically do when I'm trying to travel over here is I would spawn in at this outpost and then kind of loop around a little bit. That way I can get over to this area without spooking them. You want to kind of hang it wide just so that you don't get too close and spook them. I typically end up coming right through this area and then walking up here and looking at them from here. And typically that gives you a good view of most of them. If you don't see all of the Cape Buffalo, just run in that direction and kind of look around the hill, because that's usually where they'll be if they're not on the top of it. So hopefully this will help you guys out as well. I'm really hoping this video will be very positively received by a lot of the newer players, because Vurhonga Savanna is honestly a map where you guys can get your first diamonds and rares with relative ease. But I think on that note, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the highlights from that 2-hour stream where we managed to get 5 diamonds, a rare, and a troll. And also, before that happens, let me know down in the comments if you guys would like me to do a hotspot guide for Rancho del Arroyo, because that is another map that has some pretty crazy hotspots that I'm relatively familiar with, so I think I feel comfortable making a guide on that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at all of those insane moments from the 2-hour live stream where we ended up getting 5 diamonds. Oh my gosh, there we go. That's an albino female. It's not a male like I was hoping, but we got an albino female. There we go. At least we got a rare finally. And that's actually going to be sweet because we can drop that into a multi-mount. That's going to be pretty awesome regardless, even though it's just a female. That is awesome. Let's go, guys. Already something decent. There it is. Albino lesser kudu. They're kind of buggy in the harvest screen at the moment, though, with the mains kind of reflecting weird. But that's pretty sweet. Got ourselves a nice little lesser kudu trophy. Hey, how's it going, little buddy? Little level 5, just trying to get out of here. Come on, slow down. Ah, man, I'm not gonna be able to get that shot. Let's push up. Let's see if we can get that thing down. Well, that's not what I expected to see. I came here for kudu, not level 5 warthog. But I mean, I'll take that. That's honestly pretty sweet. Let's get that thing on the ground. It's gonna be kind of tough if it decides to go into the brush. This is one of those areas where there's a lot of tall grass. And if we can't get the right angle fast enough, it might be gone. There it is. Is that what I think it is? Is that the red-brown? Oh, we got it. Oh my gosh. It's a red-brown too, guys. That's my favorite fur variation for the warthogs. Whew. Oh man. Okay, that's vitals. Since we're in multiplayer, not gonna mess around, just gonna claim it. 6150, oh my gosh. And it is red-brown. There is a bug right now causing the mains to look a little bit weird in the trophy screen, but oh my gosh, that's huge. That's a big male. That is a really big male. Let's go, guys. We got ourselves a diamond warthog and an albino kudu so far. This area is just so good. I love it. Holy, level 5. How's it going, buddy? That's a level 5 right there. Let's go, guys. That's a level 5. Alright, well, we might have to change the title of the stream to how many diamond kudu can we get in 2 hours? Oh. Hey, buddy. How you doing? About 229. That'll be a hard shot. Well, that went well. Well, that's our first level 5 kudu of the day. Hopefully this thing will be a giant. It looked like a big one to me. Those really like large curls typically mean it's a good one. And you know what's crazy? My max weight diamond Truex kudu that I got during early access, it actually was one of the smaller horns. That's something that's been really interesting that I've noticed. With the Truex kudu, it seems like they're not as consistent when it comes to like certain weights having certain horns. I've seen some really high scoring deep curl ones that are really low weight for diamonds, and then I've also seen like some max weights and really high weight ones that have the smaller horns. It's interesting. Will this thing be as big as I think it is? Oh, I like that coloration. That is some good coloration. I really like the way those look. Diamond 152. Let's go. This might be my favorite one so far. Just because of the darker color. I like the darker colored horns the most. This looks a lot like the coloration I've seen in most of the images on Google of lesser kudu. This looks like the coloration I typically see. Honestly, I think the kudu are possibly going to be one of my favorite species to hunt now, because they look a million times better than before. At first, I was kind of on the fence as to whether or not I liked them or if they were just okay, but the more I've hunted these things, the more they've become, I think, one of my favorite true racks. Well, glad I decided to come check this out. Oh, I love this hotspot so much. It's so good. So in multiplayer today, we had a diamond level 5, we had an albino female, and then we also had a diamond warthog here. And in my single player, we've got a level 5 kudu as well. Oh my gosh, this is just getting better and better, guys. And he's down. Let's go. And this is a spot that all of you can hunt to and probably have just as good of success. 153, 100 kgs, not bad. Not the biggest one we've killed, but still a really good one. These things just look amazing. Big fan of the kudu. I'm so happy that they did true racks for the kudu as the first one on Vurhonga. The question is, what are they going to do next? I'm banking on probably Gemsbach, but I'd really like it if they did the Cape Buffalo next. Oh, hello there. Hi. I've never killed this rack before. Oh my gosh. I've never killed this rack. Oh my gosh. What was I telling you guys? This hotspot's amazing. Oh my gosh. That's a rack I've never killed. I've never seen that rack before. I've seen like a Kill Clinton get it, and I've seen I think all of the above shot it too. I've never killed that rack though. That's wild. Since it's in multiplayer and I don't want to get kicked or anything, I'm just going to claim it immediately. It's a diamond 324. Never killed this rack before, and wow, I actually got really lucky with the positioning of the antlers too. So everybody that I've seen kill this one, the back tines usually cross. Like the back of these tines usually cross over each other. This one doesn't cross. That's really good. Wow. What a beauty. What a beautiful deer. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get this rack look and have it actually look like this. Every single one I've seen, they cross in the back. I think we literally got the best possible look for this rack. And 324 is a good sized one. That's a big mule deer. Oh, there's the level 3 turkey. You guys were right. Oh my gosh. So 300 meter shot on a turkey? I think yes. Hold on, let's see. It's 150, 200, 250, 300. So it should be like right here. Slightly high. There we go. We got it on the second shot. Nice. Got it down. Hey Ashley, how's it going? You missed a lot of diamonds. 2 diamond kudu, diamond warthog, diamond mule deer, and now a diamond turkey, and an albino kudu as well. It's been quite the incredible stream so far. And yeah, it's a diamond Merriam turkey right there. 4.60. So it is a low scoring one, but that's still a diamond. This has been such a crazy day. Such an insane day of hunting. Yeah, this is a pretty small one, 1035 kgs. A pretty small diamond, but still a diamond. I'm just still so blown away at how much we're finding today. Is that bighorns? This just keeps getting better and better. Oh my gosh. I'm shaking a little bit now. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's my dream. That's my dream Cape Buffalo. Oh my gosh. I know the brown fur type is over spawning a little bit at the moment, but I'm still pretty excited. This is amazing. Where did it go? Oh, it's moving around. No, it was in a perfect spot. Okay, so it's not in as good of a spot. Actually, now it is. Make sure we're using the 300. I can't tell if it's big or small horns. I think it's big horns, though. No. Maybe. I don't know. Is that big horns or small horns, guys? I'm not sure. But oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's... oh my gosh. That's a good picture, at least. Alright, well. It's a gold. No, it's a troll, guys. No. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. Oh, man. You know, if I didn't already have a small horns brown cape buffalo from, like, almost a year ago, I'd be kind of upset about this, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I guess we'll just have to search for another. Too good to be true? I know, right? If this would have been diamond number 6 of the day, I would have freaked out, but didn't make it. You know it was a pretty good hunt when we have multiple new additions to our lodge, and this right here is the 2 different lesser kudu. We will have some more kudu trophies coming in future videos because I have been hunting that hotspot quite a lot, so I do have some even nicer kudu trophies to show off in the next couple days. But for now, since we haven't shown those in a video, these 2 will be the ones that go on the wall here. These are the 2 diamond kudu that we got during that live stream, and they look absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy that kudu were the first Truex on Vurhonga. I think they're genuinely gorgeous. I absolutely love the way they look. Obviously, as I've stated in other videos, I do think there's small things that I would probably change about them, but overall, they're a very solid Truex, so 8 out of 10 for me easily. And then for that mule deer, I think we're definitely going to replace one of the mule deer in here because I really like the way this new one looks. I think it's just absolutely fantastic compared to some of these. Since this one is currently a little buggy with the kind of like dips in the antlers there, I think we'll probably just replace this guy and maybe move him somewhere else in the lodge. Yeah, I definitely like the way that is looking. It is quite a strange looking mule deer still, but I do think it looks kind of cool. I like the amount of character that it has. It's definitely unique, and it's a pretty rare rack to find. I've only seen a few people kill it, and I think I'm probably one of the first ones to kill it and have it not have weird crossing tines in the back. A lot of times the tines will be either touching or crossing right there, but these are actually decently spaced apart, so it's even more of a unique trophy. And we also have a warthog that we can finally add to this wall because this guy right here is only a 59, and that one that we just ended up killing in that live stream was, I believe, a 61. So let's go ahead and put that thing up as well. There it is. That is just absolutely amazing looking. The red-brown is definitely the best looking warthog. I really like it. We have one up there, and now we've got one down here as well, so that's pretty sweet. I'm really liking the way this wall has turned out with the 2 albinos and then the 4 diamonds. I think it looks pretty fantastic. And then as for the other trophies, they were unfortunately not good enough to make it into the main lodge. They'll probably end up going into one of the secondary lodges, but I really appreciate everybody watching this video. Hopefully this little hotspot guide will help you guys out with finding some of your best trophies on Vurhonga Savannah. And let me know if you guys want me to do some more of these in the future where we contain like 2 or 3 hotspots in a video and then show off some of the trophies that I've killed in those. And yeah, if you guys have any other suggestions for future videos, let me know, and I'll try to respond to as many of the comments as I can. With that being said, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!